Good afternoon and welcome to Copper Coins Coin Roll Hunt Reveal E558, a 1959D Fed Reserve of Cleveland original roll. How is everybody doing today? Dan's first. All right. Get the varieties from this roll. Put in the tray. Put them right here. And wait for a couple of people to get in and we will get things rolling again. Get me a throat lozenge. John Murch, Robert Bruce, Mickey. How you feeling, Mickey? I heard you're sick too. Seems like I got the funk myself. Go ahead and open this roll. All right. You're getting better already? Did you have a fever at all? I got a low-grade fever, it seems like. And my lungs seem to be sore. A little bit of chest pain. Not at all. Well, isn't that just the lucky me? Just felt bad. That's how I mainly feel. It's not terrible. I got the sniffles. And my ears are kind of plugged up. Kind of weak. But I've got scar tissue in my lungs from when I got a fungal infection from a trip that I took to go collecting fish. And it does get sore sometimes. So I'm thinking that it's from that. But our first coin is for Shinbone. Look at the first 10 reverses. Farm Dog, welcome. Frank McCain, welcome. And we got a minor RPM. Let's see if this is one that we can put an identity to. It looks like there's a minor split upper serif also right here, but it does have a ding, and then we got it right there. But we got these heavy die scratches, so let's look at that. And we will start at the back and move forward. Not that one. Not that one. So far, we got nothing. There's another close one. I'm going to do this. So I can try and see other markers. All right. That's not it. Not there. That's a maybe. That's a maybe. That's not there. Ooh, that would be a good one if it's there. That wouldn't be there, so let's see if we got a good one on the reverse. Those would be good. Let's look at that. Not there, so we'll go back to the drawing board. This is still a possibility. Just can't confirm. So we will keep on looking. That's not there, so can't confirm that. There's a lot of them that look like this. That one's too far to the east. That's too far to the east. Not that one. Looks like one. Oh, let's see this one. That I may have to take more time on. Ooh, let's see if that's there. Nope. That one. Let me take a quick rip through the Wexler listings that I have pictures of on the computer. And I got nothing. So we'll put this aside and it will be to be determined. Doug, Richard, welcome. Urka's back. Good, good. there is another one, and that is yet a different RPM. We will take a peek at it. You can see it right up here and then right here, but it's further south than the example we got before. Could have swore I saw this one. That's a definite maybe. That's a for sure yes. Don't have anything on there. The neck scratches are yes. The head scratches are a yes. Let's flip her over. Die chip is there. Die crack on column 12 is there. Don't see that die. Oh, there it is. There they are right there. So this is 1mm99. Coin 3. Farm Dog, welcome back. We only have one double die reverse, and I think Wexler has 3. Konecka has 0. So after coin 10, we will just be looking at the obverse. And this should be an RPM. All right, which one is this though? Let's see, I think that's the same as this one. It is. That's the same as die 1, which is a to be determined. Coin 5, Tim Weber. That should be another one. That should have. That's die 2. Got the die scratches on the neck, so that's 1mm99. 5 coins, 4 RPMs. They're fly poop on the pepper RPMs, but they are RPMs. Coin number 7, Paul. Do plan on doing a 45D roll. I think I got it scheduled for Saturday to get that done. And then I will be doing the mini bag probably the middle of next week. Hopefully I'll feel good and be able to catch up on listings on the website. That's my plan. Maybe I'll break my laptop out. And do some of those in bed. You got a package coming your way, Frank. I mailed it this morning. Coin number 9, Brad. And this is 1mm99. I can tell by the die scratch. But you can see the top serif, and then you turn it, see the bottom serif. The other packages were Blaine, Ant, Frank, Tripwit. There's a couple more I don't remember offhand. This one is a normal die. Tell by the die gouge from the 1. Coin 11, Nanostacks. She gets a normal coin. This is the die gouge I'm talking about. So I know that this die pair has no die varieties on it. My ibuprofen's kicking in. Fever's gone. Had a mild fever this morning. It was very mild. I think I would venture to say it was like 99.5 or so. Just enough to make you sweat a little bit. This should be 99 also. Double check that. It's still got that. Yep, that is. So Jim gets a 99. Coin 13 for Carrie. She gets a normal die pair. Yeah, I had packages for Jackalope. A couple other people. Just about ready. I'm waiting for to fill my flip insert page up. Chuck Patillo. There's another one that's done except for waiting on that. Let's see if this is the unidentified. I can tell that by right here on the TY of Liberty. And there were a couple more that are basically waiting on one coin. There you go. Me too. The best part is I know I've got another roll. So I get some of these too. There's another 99. I'm looking at that little kind of V die scratch on the neck. Lots of 99s in the roll so far. Well, only not very many normal coins. We're going to probably, at this rate, we're going to have more die varieties than regular coins, which is not common, but it does happen. I'm going to do my best not to leave this house for the next 2 days. And I'm going to do my best not to turn my heat on. Something tells me it's going on. That's a normal die pair. We try not to turn it on. It costs outrageous money to heat houses down here because it's basically just a shorted wire in the middle of your heat duct. Walked out to the cool hard-boiled. Nice. That sounds good. We don't have no eggs. I was supposed to go to the store and get eggs. But I ain't going nowhere now. I just don't feel up to it. Oh, egg salad is great. That's like for Christmas we had company over and my wife makes deviled eggs usually every year. And we couldn't peel the eggs. So she made deviled egg salad with crackers, and it was really good. It was as good as deviled eggs. Hate that when eggs don't peel right. And everybody's got a trick, and we had trick, and we've been doing so good. And then we got those eggs, and none of them peeled. Somebody, you know, my dad used to always say fresh eggs don't peel, and I have a feeling these were pretty fresh. I don't know how true that is, but I hear people, oh, put vinegar in, do this if you boil them like this, if you punch a little hole at the end with a pin. There's all sorts of different techniques. Coin 22, Sissy. And Sissy gets a 99. For those of you that didn't see it, you can see it right here on the top serif a little bit, and then the bottom serif. Copper Owl, welcome. Glad you could join us. Hope things are going well. Coin 23, Mike Ash. Normal coin, there's the die gouge. Coin 24, Paul Hampton. I gotta send Paul a package. He's got a big package here. He gets a 99. It is. It is. Oh, you know, I wonder what causes that, Jim. But at least 3 peeled. Like I said, my dad, he said it for years. He would always, like before Christmas, he would go the week before and he'd buy the eggs and let them sit in the fridge for a week, and they always peeled. He said that the inside shrinks, and then when it boils, it doesn't expand and push against the shell. Coin 26, Brad. From the gases. Ah, it could be, yeah. That's like you, there's some people that take like a little push pin and pop a little hole in the end. And that's supposed to let gas escape. That's what they say. But we've tried that and they don't peel any better. So 2 different RPMs in the roll. Mrs. Coin Crew, welcome. Good to see ya. You guys missed a heck of a show at Fun Show this year. Never saw a coin show that busy in my life. Every dealer I knew that I asked said it was the best coin show that they've ever done. Invisible River. That's what my dad used to say, Invisible River. And welcome to the show. There's a 99. You can tell by the die right there. Die scratches. Causing it to bond tightly to the inner shell membrane. While older eggs become more alkaline. I'll buy it. Definitely. This is a 1mm99. There's our little die scratch. So we are on a roll. 2 rolls in a row that actually had die varieties in them. I've seen this die. What is that? Oh, that's just a mark. Thought it looked like an RPM for a second. Wonder if that's why people... Well, why would they put vinegar in? That would just make it more acid. This is a 1mm99. Oh, the silver, it was nuts. I have never in my life seen so many people with FOMO about silver. We were standing in line and we got there early where the line wasn't bad. If you've ever been to the Orange County Convention Center, you know how big it is, and it was literally from one end to the other to get in. There is another 99. God, this is going to be a half a roll of 1mm99. Those were the days. God, most of the silver I have, I literally paid $3.50 an ounce for. It was like 2001, maybe 2000, might even have been before that. I've not been, the only time I buy it is like when I buy a die variety on it. Oh, it was crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, you're doing good at $23 an ounce. You got to remember, some of the silver I have, Eric, I've had for going on 30 years now. And I can't tell you why I kept it. I think I was, because it's mostly BU rolls of dimes. I think I had this big idea that one day I would actually have time to search through the dimes and look for die varieties, and I still haven't done it yet. God, when I moved to Florida, I can remember you could get Eagles, I want to say for $15, something like that. And that would be 2015 or so, 2016. That's right, Jim. You have no idea. My hoarding is legendary. So is my wife's. You know, they say opposites attract. We're opposite, except for that. We're both premium hoarders. I am in Northport, Florida, Sarasota County. Steve A., welcome to the show. I have lived in a lot of cities in Florida. Lived in Sanford, Lake Mary, Melbourne, Indy Atlantic, Key West, Northport, West Coast, that's right. Lived on the East Coast. I liked it there. I actually love listening to the surf, and you don't get much surf on the Gulf Coast. Of course, I'm not actually close to the water here. I'm like 8 miles away from the water here. When I was in Indy Atlantic, I lived basically on the water. Fort Lauderdale, all right. My dad, he had a condo down there in the early 70s called the Galt Tower Number 1. He had a condo in. Still there. They ended up kind of giving him grief because he always drove Volkswagens and everybody else had Rolls Royces and stuff. And whose Volkswagen is that? And finally he just says, I'm selling it. Ah, all right. I've had some good times in Fort Lauderdale. As far as that goes, I've had good times in Miami too. Coin 41, Blaine. Blaine gets 1mm 99. For those of you that haven't seen it, you can see the top serif right here. It's very minor. Bill Feva would call it fly poop in the pepper. And then this one's got a hit on the lower serif. The lower serif's pretty good. Oh yeah, it was definitely a different place. In the 70s, it was definitely a different place. The last time we were there, me and my wife went there, we met this gentleman who had the nicest dachshund, and I think that was what subliminally made us want to get dachshunds after that. The dog was just so nice, and it seems like the one dachshund's kind of funny, but the one she's so lovable. I still think it's good living in Florida. I got no problem living here. I don't mind it a bit. Oh, nice. You know what? We got the funk from the fun show, Miss Coin Crew. It's not terrible. At least it's not terrible so far. But it's definitely enough to take the wind out of my sails. Low grade fever, sniffles. Just feel kind of junky. Community funk, that's right. And everybody so far, except for Adam and Farm Dog, they don't have it yet. This is the first time I've gotten sick at fun. I'm lucky, I guess. And this should be unidentified. It is. Yeah, you wouldn't have believed it, Miss Coin Crew. I have been to a lot of coin shows in my day, and I have never seen a coin show with this many people at it. There had to be, over the weekend, there had to be over 25,000 people go through the door. I know I heard by 1 o'clock in the afternoon that 7,500 went through the door on the first day. Yeah, Mike was there. I saw him there. He definitely was. I wonder if it was. I didn't talk to him. He was busy every time I went by. But every dealer I did talk to said it was the best, except for one. One just said he was having a great show. But most of the dealers I always go to and know, they all said it was the best show they've ever had since they've been doing. Some have been doing the show circuit for 35 years. And most of them that I was asking that to was literally 2 hours after the doors opened, and they all said it was the best show they ever had before the doors even opened. That was just dealers trading back and forth. Coin 49 for Carl. And Carl gets one of M99. I'll go through and do a quick recap of who got a 1MM99. I guess more than half the roll was normal coins, but there are plenty of 1MM99s in here. I will be doing a reveal hopefully Saturday. If I put it off, it's because I'm sick in bed. But I will do it soon. I know I got it scheduled for Saturday now. All right, 1MM99. We got Kurt, Tim, Brad, Jim, Dan, Sissy, Paul, Jim, Carrie, IT, Carl, Blaine, and Carl. And those are coins 2, 5, 9, 12, 15, 22, 24, 28, 29, 31, 32, 41, and 49. And the unidentified RPM goes to Shinbone, Chuck Patillo, Taco John, and Jim. And that is coins 1, 4, 14, and 45. Working and lurking. All right. Nothing wrong with that. I do that all the time. I want to thank everybody for joining. It has been wonderful spending some time with you guys. And if I don't see you Saturday, I will see you in the neighborhood. We'll talk to you all later.